wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm just waiting for someone to come on and let me know that they can hear me clearly. And then I will say what I have to say, and I will exit because I'm not really used to doing this anymore. So I don't want to do it for a long time. I haven't done it in about 2 months. So if someone could just let me know that you can hear me clearly, I will begin so that I can end. Hi, Londa. Hi, Chanel. Can you hear me clearly? Somebody let me know that you can hear me so I can say what I gotta say. Get over here. Let's turn this down. Okay, thank you for letting me know. So, this video, this live is called or titled, what did I title it? Oh, what's missing from New Year resolutions. So, I don't even know if people really do or have New Year resolutions anymore. I personally really don't focus my attention on having a New Year resolution. I kind of just like put it in myself, like this is what I'm going to do this year, period. I don't really say it in a resolution fashion. But what I do notice is that even if we don't state it as a New Year resolution or resolutions, many of us still start a brand new year with goals, some type of goals, something you want to accomplish, something you want to do, something along those lines. And that's fine. I find that, hold on, I gotta get this music off. Okay. I find that most of the time it's very, very easy to begin the year doing well in whatever your goal is, right? So if you say you want to exercise, usually you can get through January with a regular schedule of exercising, you feel great about it, and then as the months go by, we fall off our game and we stop or whatever. It's just like with school, like if you're in college or something along those lines, many times when you start out, when you first graduate from high school, you're very, very excited. Or even if you take some years off and you go back to school, usually there's a lot of excitement about it. Just like coming into a new year, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot to look forward to. And so in the beginning of the semester, most semesters are about 15 to 16 weeks. And so like those first 4 weeks are usually very easy. You're on top of your work. You're doing all of your reading, everything. You're handing in everything on time, things like that. And as the semester goes, by the end, you're kind of over it. You're like, by the middle, you start skipping assignments, or I'll hand this in next week, or I'll read this later after I go to the movies with my friends. And then like 3 or 4 weeks before finals, you're trying to play catch up. You're exhausted. You're tired. You just want it to be over. You can't wait till it's over. And so we find that happens a lot in our lives when it comes to crossing over into a new year and having plans. And so my personal opinion, I did not read this in a book. I was just thinking about it. And I was just like, why don't people keep up with their New Year resolutions throughout the year? Why do we change our resolutions mid-year? Why do we drop them? Why do we stop? Whatever. I just think a lot. And so I was thinking about that, and what I believe is missing from our New Year resolutions or goals is like momentum. It's like we expend all of the excitement and the hype, if you will, to the beginning, and we don't save anything for the middle and the end. And so I mean, me personally, I'm loving 2020 so far. I'm very excited about it. I do have some personal goals for this year. Um, Last year was awesome to me. December was a little rough, but for the most part, 2019 was good to me, and I'm expecting 2020 to be the same. But I just believe that we need some momentum. We need something to keep us going. And so let's use the exercise example again. If exercising regularly is my New Year resolution or goal, let's say I kind of start off realistically. So if I do not work out or exercise or go to the gym at all right now at the beginning of the year, then I probably should not try to jump into a 4 or 5 day a week regimen for like 2 hours. Because by the end of January, mid-February, I'm going to probably be over it. You want to start off with something realistic, like maybe 2 or 3 days a week for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then you build on top of that. If you want to write a book this year before the year is out, you want to go through the book writing process. You don't want to try to get it all done in like a week because that might not be realistic for you. And then you get frustrated and annoyed and then you quit. So, that, like I said, this is my personal opinion. I am just sharing it. Maybe it'll give you all something to think about, the fact that we just need some momentum. We need something to keep us going. We need to build our energy as we go and not expend all of our energy in the beginning and have nothing left at the end. And then in November, December, we're looking back saying, oh, this year was awful. I can't wait till next year. Next year is my year. Every year is your year. That's the way God plans it. God wants us to have an abundant life. He wants us to be prosperous. And yes, ups and downs come with that. Trials come with that, but they're very necessary. So just because you go through a lot of trials and tribulations in one year does not mean that the year was bad. It actually probably was great because it built your character, your patience, your endurance, etc., etc. So, in short, do not expend yourself or all of your energy on all of your goals at the beginning. Spread it out. Having a timeline for it. Realistic, what's the word I'm looking for? Markers, like, along the way. So just give yourself a process and don't try to do everything at one time. If you want to change your diet, your exercise regimen, the time you spend or the time you waste on certain activities, then don't try to do all of that at once in January. Like, build it up. Build it up. Take your time. It's okay. You have a whole 12 months. And yes, I know life is short and things like that, but you don't have to focus there. Focus on what lies ahead of you. You're focused on your future. Don't live for just right now. So make sure you have something to do later. And as I said, I believe that what's missing is momentum. So build the momentum and then let it kind of just carry you through. Don't rush it. Don't just dive in like head first and bump your head. Don't do that. So that's all I have. I do have a lot to share on Facebook Live, but I'm kind of not ready to do that right now. Not right this second, but right now I'm just not ready to do it. So I will be working on those things. And so this was more like a trial run for me because I have not did a Facebook Live literally in like 2 months. I'm not used to it anymore and things like that. So I will see you all soon. Happy New Year. It is my prayer that all of you will see great things this year, will experience God in a deeper way. It is my prayer that you will be healthy, that you will be blessed because you are blessed. It is my prayer that you have healthy relationships, healthy finances. It is my prayer that your soul prospers. It is my prayer that you get to know God in a deeper, 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 deeper way. he's just the best thing that has ever happened to my little life. And I love him. And I love you all. So enjoy this year, 2020. It is here. It has arrived. Don't give up. Even if one day is bad, that does not make the whole year bad. You still have it. You still have time. You have a whole entire year. So, yes, have a great weekend. If you pray for the families that are grieving right now. That's always the case. There's always a family grieving. So always be in prayer for those that are experiencing new losses of their loved ones. Just pray for them. Pray for those that are hurting. Pray for those that may have lack in their lives right now because they just don't understand that it is their right to not be in lack. Yeah, so that's all. I love you all. Have a great night and a happy new year.